What is going on, my beautiful earth signs? This is your girl Venus Archangel here with another love reading for you guys. If you're unsure of your placements, go ahead and check the description box below. Also, guys, please remember that these readings may not resonate with everybody, and that is totally fine. With that said, let's go ahead and see what you guys got going on for today in your love lives. Hopefully you guys are doing alright and had a good weekend. All right. Okay, the Fool's coming out. So this is about taking a leap of faith, starting a new beginning. All right. Okay. Starting a new beginning indeed. Look at this underlying energy here. The Five of Wands, inner turmoil perhaps, but the beginning. Ace of Cups. Ace of Pentacles rather. New beginning. So inner turmoil perhaps about a new beginning. This situation is definitely interesting. You got Two of Pentacles as the heart of the reading, which would indicate that there is a lot of juggling. My gosh, my ear itches so bad. Why? But anyway, the Two of Pentacles, guys, the heart of your reading, it's really interesting here because this would suggest that there is a lot to juggle. There's a lot of stuff going on, a lot of things on your plate, or there's a need to make a decision about something, something that you have to kind of weigh out the value of, if that makes sense. You have to make a decision that makes sense to you, that that agrees with your value system, or something that you see as valuable. But again, the only way you're going to know that is by looking at your emotions, which is not happening. And what's crossing that is death. So there's a need to release something. In order for you to make a decision about something of value, there is something that's blocking your path. And for some of you guys, it's not much of a blockage at all. I think actually everything's kind of cleared out. But starting a new beginning is the next step. Because death isn't always about cleansing the air. It's also about starting a new beginning. Beginning something new. And it looks like for a lot of you guys, it's almost like either keeping the bounce until the beginning starts, or you guys are just kind of distracting yourselves from starting something new. Because here in the past, you have the King of Pentacles. So this is definitely you guys' energy. I can't remember if it was this weekend, but I guess when you guys got this card in the past energy then too. But the King of Pentacles here is suggesting that this is you guys, your mastery of your suit, really diligent on work and very structured. Has a proper routine, and the King of Pentacles can also indicate that there's a groundedness to you, that you know your value, you understand what is of value to you at this point. So to have this kind of indecision, or not making not sure what pentacles to pick or what to commit to, that's interesting. So understanding that your own value system and things like that, and being in your energy, like very immersed in your energy right here. You have the Ace of Wands right in the beginning, starting something new. There's something that's definitely come back around. Maybe some of you guys may be interacting with an ex. The Ace of Wands can indicate that some things that were gone, or open a new door for something else. Like releasing and making space for something new definitely brought in a new beginning. And I think you definitely, you're starting to take on this energy. But the thing is that there is some things that are still blocking you. I would say there wasn't, but look at the advice. It's saying to not give up, to keep pushing forward. The Nine of Wands does talk about, focusing on the goal, right? Focusing on what needs to be done. And, not giving up, right? Because you feel like you're emotionally done and just tired, and you're just ready to just throw in the towel. But I feel like the advice is saying that you're not done yet. There's something that you still have to keep fighting for and keep working on. You're almost at the end of that cycle. You're almost there. And I think that this is it, right? But you have to kind of start the process, which is why the Empress is in the future. If that, you know what I mean? There's work and there's patience that's needed. And I think the thing that's really keeping you from starting fresh is that you don't really know if you really want to commit to this, you know? Because you're tired, because you're exhausted, because you came a long way. But you're almost at the ending of the cycle. You're almost, not ending of the cycle per se, but you're clearly close to what you're trying to achieve. It's all about diligence at this point. Keeping it up, keeping up. If you have a little fight left in you, keep going. If you're completely done with it, then you're done with it. But there is the defensiveness that's coming in here, that's showing up, that needs to be put down in order for you to continue. Because there's death energy saying, hey, we're bringing in a new beginning. And in order for you to actually embrace it, the walls got to come down. You know what I'm saying? There's a potential for something new to be created here, and that's great. But in order for that to happen, you have to make space for it. And space is needed. Right? Because there's a lot of distraction. There's a lot of tossing things up in the air. A lot of juggling. And that juggling is distracting you from connecting with your emotions to begin your creativity. Right? Because you gotta have some sort of feeling towards something in order to get that drive, that passion that the the Ace of Wands, it signifies. Okay? And this inner turmoil is the biggest thing of this turmoil period. It could be that you had conflicts with someone, but I don't think it's really any conflicts with anyone, because this is very personal when the death card comes up. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at your romance angels. Pretty clear reading this time around. Alright. Playfulness. Interesting card to get this time. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. And that makes sense, because remember what I was saying, there's a lot of distraction, there's a lot of juggling, there's a lot of stuff that you're doing, but you're not looking at how you feel. And I think that, like I said, that is distracting you from utilizing those emotions to kickstart this beginning, to be creative, to have fun, to enjoy this. And in order for you to do that, you have to break apart you have to release what's making you so defensive. You know? And I think I don't know if it's the success, than just being grounded. But this is time for you to enjoy and to have a good time, really, with the people that you love, with this new adventure. It doesn't have to be serious. It doesn't have to be practical. This can be completely and utterly fun. But it all starts with you first. It all starts with, how you approach this new beginning, and it can't. And in order for you to have new, you have to make space for it. And this probably cannot come with you, as much as it's something that you could definitely lean on. If you blocking out good stuff, if you're blocking out bad stuff, you're blocking out good stuff too. That's what always is a rule of thumb. It's good to have boundaries, but if the boundaries become too thick, you're not letting a lot of good stuff come in. And I feel like that's what death is saying. It's the time to give this defensive energy to death. I don't necessarily know exactly why everyone's defensive, but this is definitely what's keeping you from having a new beginning and taking a full-on advantage of it. So, playfulness. Let that emotions flow. Let those emotions carry you. Let there be the drive for you to continue, for you to create something new in this situation, because you have a new beginning. Some of you guys are interacting with somebody, rekindling an old flame, getting back together with the next. You're gonna need to have it, rather than in order for you to figure out whether or not it's worth pursuing or worth doing or putting in the time and effort to, if you see the value in it all, you have to know what you feel like. You have to know what you feel about this, and that's important. Okay. Alright, y'all. I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go. Thank you so much for tuning in. As always, thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing, and sharing these videos. I also want to thank all my clients for participating in the $10 sale and $10 question sale, as well as all my clients that have gotten personal readings from me recently. Thank you so much for all the love that you've been giving me, guys, especially for this holiday season. I'm extremely grateful. As also, guys, if you want to have your own personal reading, all the information is in the description box below, or you can click the eye in the corner where my website is available to you there. And as always, guys, I love you, and I'll see you guys real soon. Take care. Bye, guys.